I think that AI is going to take a lot of the manual noise out of trading. It's going to handle things that used to take teams of people, certain people pulling data, checking positions, recalculating, and do that basically instantly. So AI is not going to really replace people. It's going to give them better visibility, faster options. And then when AI starts understanding the why behind a decision, it's not just the what, that's when it changes everything. Wow. AI is changing so rapidly, but basically we're finally getting to real-time everything. It's not just the data, but it's actually the decisions. The gap between seeing something and acting on it is like disappearing right before our eyes. So that means fewer missed opportunities, fewer mistakes, and a smarter grid overall. Probably execution. Lots of people have different strategy and vision. Certain folks have different market share, but the best ones actually deliver innovation on a regular basis. They understand their users, they fix real problems, they build things that work from day one and solve problems. So it's less about the pitch and more about the product doing what it says it's going to do. That one's near and dear to my heart. Don't overthink it. Let people do what they're good at and let the machines do the rest, right? Let the machines get rid of the manual labor and the menial labor, and let the humans handle the nuance and the judgment. The machines can handle the scale and the speed of what's going on. So the trick is getting them to learn from each other instead of competing, right? Instead of viewing AI as a threat, view it as a tool. Volatility is motivating in and of itself, right? It's exciting. It's a little scary. So, a little bit of fear and a little bit of ambition goes a long way. You find out very quickly whether things work or not. And you just have to embrace the stress, embrace the volatility. I don't know. If you love it, you do it. Curiosity and flexibility. Way too many people chase shortcuts or write scripts instead of actually understanding what's going on. So if you understand exactly how the market works, you're going to have an edge no matter what tools come along. AI is going to help, but it's not going to think for you, right? So just really being flexible and nimble and having a high degree of curiosity is going to be critical. It's making sure you have the proper definition of innovation in and of itself. So it's not always about inventing shiny new things. It's about making things work better than they did before. And progress usually comes from simplifying something that used to be hard. So the ones that can do that reliably are the real innovators. Folks who can say, hey, this used to be really, really difficult and take a whole heck of a lot of time, but there's a better way, and it frees my brain up to do more important things than just standing there staring at a screen. There's really two mistakes that go hand in hand. One of which is that they build for demos instead of live action. And the other one is that they build in an echo chamber without getting very early feedback from their customers. So it's really easy to make something look smart in a slide deck, but it's harder to make it run live in PJM with real traders, or ERCOT for that matter, with real traders without breaking. So you have to design for reality, and you always have to keep your users as the hero. Very interesting. I recently saw something from Tony Robbins on the same subject, which is learning how to fly when the skies are cloudy and you have to use your instrumentation. Okay, so instead of it's easy to navigate when when you can see everything. But when you can't see, you have to be ready, willing, and able to use the indicators that you have to make the best decision you have when you have to make it. And don't shy away from it. Take the action and then steer from there. Don't be afraid to turn. We've already seen it somewhat. Folks are already trying to automate everything, and I'm a believer that automation works to a point, but that you always need a human in the loop at some point in time. So I think it's going to shift from execution to strategy, where like the routine stuff will be automated, but that frees up the people, like I said before, to make judgment calls and so forth and so on. So what we've seen is folks have ran right to automated algo bots and trading with bots, and then they go, oh, well, the bot went sideways and put me in a ditch, right? So the key here is to always have the right amount of command and control over what's going on, so that you trust but verify, and you use automation where it can really move the needle, but not where it puts you in harm's way.